Pay attention, creepy weirdo.
I would like a strong, powerful woman to protect me.
He'll fight for America.
Yeah, Poopy Square. The Playable Characters Podcast. Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening.
And welcome to the Truman Show.
Is that what he did on that? Is that what I got from?
Yeah, it was good morning. If I don't see you again, good afternoon, good evening,
Right.
and good night.
This is Playable Characters Podcast, level 148.
Yes.
Coming at you.
I am Calvin Cato.
And I am Brian McGinnis as well.
And sadly, Jim Carrey cannot be with us.
Can you imagine if we had him on the podcast?
I mean, first of all, that would be great. He's a great impressionist.
We'd probably get 4 extra listeners the way fucking things are going.
No, 40 at least.
Podcast for life. Anyway.
Speaking of podcasting for life, we would like to make money doing this.
Sure.
So, we have a Patreon. Just going to throw it out there. So patronize us.
Throw it out.
Patreon.com/playablepodcast.
Yeah.
Different tiers, different stuff. You want a mug? You want a pen? You want
bonus content?
It's great.
Stuff like that. We'll call you. We'll come to your house if you're close by. Whatever you want.
How close is close by?
Within 2 hours.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I'll do that. We'll come to your house.
Why not? I would.
Sure, yeah.
Play some
to your
games. I'll beat you in Tetris.
That's true. I'll beat you in Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Great. Good times.
Very good times.
Oh, did you learn that backflip since we last talked?
Not yet. I'm still learning.
Have you read the book? Do you like it?
Yeah, it's fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. I was really worried because I thought it was really cute.
You're really cute.
Thanks.
Hey, let's dive in.
Let's jump right in because this is both of our. We really love this video game.
It's fine. We
You didn't like it?
I wanted to have this guest on for a long time.
Yes.
Because I want to know what they're up to, and they're here. So we have the boy from A Boy His Blob.
Hello, boy.
How are you? I guess, sir, at this point. How are you?
Hello, man.
Hi. Yeah, thanks a lot for having me. So you got the
Yeah.
you got my synopsis of what I wanted to talk about today?
We did not get
exactly.
our. We didn't get. Hold on.
Let's start with the.
I didn't get the memo.
Well, let's start with your name because we
Oh
didn't
yeah.
get that.
What's your name?
Sorry.
Well, I'm Jim Peoples.
Jim Peoples. Okay.
How you doing, Jim?
All right.
Do you know Mario Van?
No.
Sorry.
And that's Peoples.
It's people.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Where my people's at.
Yeah.
This is so great to hear. So you were the boy with the magic blob,
Yeah,
which is incredible.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
How cool!
It was awesome.
Yeah, what kid wouldn't want a magic blob following around?
Well, nobody believes me now.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah. So I wanted to come and tell the whole story
Please.
because a lot of
Yeah.
people don't know the story.
Yeah.
And this is one of the best venues
Thank you.
to do
It
that.
is.
I mean, you guys are a great radio program.
Oh,
We
thank
are.
you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Coast to Coast AM. I listen to you
WGAM.
guys
Mhm.
a
WGAM.
lot.
Worldwide.
Worldwide. Yeah.
So,
Also, are you gonna offer us any jelly beans? It seems rude.
I didn't bring any. In fact,
Oh.
my father died.
Oh
So-
goodness.
Wait, what?
What does that have to do?
Oh, you guys don't know the story.
Oh,
No.
I mean, maybe not that part.
All right,
no.
let's take it back.
Okay, sure. Because
Wow.
that was a leap.
No. Well, for you, you don't know my whole story. Then
Jim knows.
all
Yeah.
right. So my father's a confectioner, or was a confectioner.
Okay,
Mhm.
yeah. Like a Willy Wonka type, or
A little more reserved than Willy Wonka.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he had a home run candy store
Yeah.
Mhm.
in downtown Selma, Oregon.
Oh.
And so one night, I'm sleeping.
Sure, as we
Mhm.
all do.
Right, nighttime is for bedtime.
Yeah.
And,
Usually.
I heard this incredible crash outside of my window, and we lived in kind of a rural part of Oregon.
Okay.
Big trees.
Sure.
Yeah, there are a lot of
moss,
trees around.
mossy rocks.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I went out there, and a kind of spaceship
Wow.
had crashed, and like that. Okay,
It's every kid's dream.
I know
Yeah.
it was incredible, and
Yeah.
and honestly, I tell this to the guys at the firm now, and they're yeah, okay, Jim.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you do? What kind of work?
I'm a litigation defense attorney.
Really?
Oh, wow.
It's
Huh.
interesting.
Yeah. No, it's it's interesting to me, but if I talk about it too much, people's eyes tend to glaze over.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I represent
This is part of the story. Sorry, I want to jump in.
our firm represents we tend to represent large companies in trucking accidents.
Okay. We had a guy a few months ago who did a very similar thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He parked on a dock.
Parked on a dock?
Yeah.
His car kept getting beat up. Do you know this
Yes.
this guy?
No.
Okay, maybe it's a different company.
No.
I don't think all lawyers know each other, right?
Well, no, I'm just
Well,
saying.
Yeah. Also, why I said that I represent large trucking companies,
Right.
and then your head went to a car getting beat up on a dock.
It's a similar.
Also, I'm an attorney. I don't work on the dock.
Right? No, he was. Yeah, so did he, but he parked there.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a whole other
Anyhow,
thing. Yeah.
So yeah, so anyway, so your father was a confectioner.
yeah, a candy man.
Was
Mhm.
confectioner.
Right.
A Candyman.
Anyhow,
Did you know Tony Todd?
Who?
Candyman.
Oh no, the actor who
Yeah.
played Candyman. Yeah.
Calvin, this isn't time for jokes.
Yeah. No, that was in Chicago.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I mean, again, not all confectioners know each
I
other.
mean, come on.
And also, Candyman wasn't a confectioner.
Yeah, that's true. I guess
He
he was
was
quite the opposite. He was the victim of it.
He was a serial assaulter.
Well, in fairness, the white people started it. You know.
That's always fair to claim. Anyhow,
Yeah, sorry.
so a spaceship crashed
Right.
in not my backyard, but I heard it and I could see the glow.
Oh.
Mhm.
And I snuck out of my house and I
Right.
ran up to it, and there was there's no other way to describe it but a blob.
You're right.
Yeah.
No
And
offense.
of course, it didn't speak English. I don't know if it's a he or a she or if
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just an it. I ended up just calling it Blobber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes
But
sense.
it sort of followed me around,
Yeah.
like a dog.
Like-
Except it hopped like. Do you remember? You ever seen a guy with elephantitis walk around?
I don't
They kind of
think
like hop
so.
around on his nuts. Or like what were those bouncy balls? that had,
Hippity
like, a-
hops.
Hippity hops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sort of like that. It's sort of like a hippity hop.
I gotcha.
Yeah. I mean, it was great.
I
But
remember Randy Marsh on South Park had giant balls, and he would bounce around on them.
exactly like Randy Marsh
Oh, okay.
from South Park. That's
Okay.
exactly what I was thinking.
Got
of.
the image. I got it now. Perfect. Yeah. So he would hop around on his balls,
Anyway,
but he
it was great. It was really, really fun, and we kind of got pretty close.
were you scared at first that hey, this might be an evil alien blob?
Not at all. That's
Oh,
the
okay.
wild thing.
He looked
is,
friendly?
He looked friendly, and
Yeah.
I just got a sense from him. He didn't speak. He didn't really make any noise,
It's a great relationship.
Yeah.
other than the sort of squishy,
Splatty.
splatty sounds
Yeah.
of a blob.
Of course.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I got the sense that like something was up. He had this sort of ennui about him. It was really
Mhm.
kind of. Anyhow, for some reason, it popped into my head that he's from another planet,
Right.
Yeah.
and I couldn't. They don't really have language.
How old
there.
were you then when you discovered
I
this?
was like 7.
Wow.
Yeah, and so I'm communicating telepathically with this blob.
Mhm.
Okay.
And what he's telling me
Hmm.
is, and I called his planet Blobonia.
Yeah.
Sure.
Which I wasn't a very creative kid. I'm not a very creative adult. I'm a litigation defense lawyer.
Right.
So
Okay.
anyhow, where was I? Some sort of Jabba the Hutt emperor,
Oh.
king,
Yeah.
boss. He had taken over the entire planet, and he was
Of Blobonia.
right.
Not our planet here.
No,
I know. I was trying to
No.
miss that.
Yeah.
no,
I
but he was
I'm not good on
forcing
history, but
he was forcing everyone on the planet to eat chocolate and marshmallows.
which for
I mean,
sounds
s'mores,
okay.
S'mores are nice.
That's what I said to
Yeah.
the blobber,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the blob was, think about it this way:
How'd you find out this lore? Had this story? How did you?
telepathy.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, like
That's
these
cra-
images just popped into my head.
Ah.
If you
Oh.
think about it,
That's cool.
an advanced civilization, if they're able to
Fly to a different universe.
fly to a different, I don't know if it's a different universe, different galaxy, different,
Sure.
definitely different solar system.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It
totally.
wasn't like Saturn or Mercury
No.
or something. So Blobonia is a planet somewhere else.
Yeah.
And you think they mastered telepathy? And
Sure.
They,
Who hasn't?
communicating? Humans haven't.
Right, but I'm
Yeah.
saying
Every animal
advanced-
on this planet has
Yeah.
not mastered telepathy.
what advancst species hasn't, right? would
I
guess.
honestly don't know the answer to that
Me neither.
question.
I was saying, we haven't met too many.
Yeah.
Most aliens can do that in alien movies.
I've noticed that.
They get
yeah.
inside the
Right.
brain and the
Mhm.
mind,
Mhm.
and that's pretty awesome.
Did you see Arrival?
Sure.
I could have never written that. I mean, what a wild movie.
It's very good.
That movie
was
was
wild.
really good.
It was
I
good.
watched it on
I-
a plane, and I was surprised by how engrossed in it I was.
Yeah, and I liked that I really enjoyed that the aliens
Mhm.
were this sort of cephalopod
Yeah.
Yeah,
kind of
Very neat,
octopi.
neat, nifty handwriting.
they did.
Right.
well.
The little circling
right.
language.
yes.
Yeah.
Amy Adams? Is that who that was?
Amy Adams, yeah.
One time
Mhm.
when I went to a screening for what was that movie she was in with like everybody was in, like Bradley Cooper was in it and a whole bunch of people. It was like a
Was
really,
it like Valentine's Day or something
no,
like
no,
that?
it was a fun movie, but the first few minutes.
Wedding Crashers?
Nope. She
That's Isla Fisher.
she comes in, yeah.
Amy Adams wasn't in that?
No.
No, it's Isla Fisher.
Bradley Cooper was.
Yeah, he was
course.
in that, yeah.
She
Because
comes in-
Isla Fisher looks like Amy Adams a
A
lot.
little bit. She comes in with like this very low cut dress and her boobies are everywhere. And this guy behind me just went out loud. He goes, Jesus Christ.
Ew.
Like he never saw a woman in his life.
Wow.
And
wow.
people were
And the
laugh-
weird thing was you were watching this at home.
Yes.
Yeah.
Creeped up.
That's
It was
a
like
fun joke
in a
that I just made. I'm actually pretty proud of
It's
myself.
pretty good.
I know, you're pretty cool.
Pretty good, Jim.
Thank you.
It was a crowded theater. It was just like, it was funny, but it was like a second lady, like, that is so creepy, dude. Like, Jesus. Keep it in the pants.
Ew,
Yeah.
Anyway,
gross.
She's a lovely woman, but,
Yeah.
but come on, man.
Right.
Anyway,
what
I'll
are
see-
you? What are you? A Looney Tunes wolf?
Yeah.
Exactly.
yeah. Googly 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 goo.
Pick up his jaw, you know.
Speaking of googly goo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so you and Blob. So,
Yeah. So this emperor sort of the best I can describe it is Jabba the Hutt.
Blob of the
Yeah.
Hut, maybe?
Blob of the Hutt.
Ah.
That's very, very clever.
I like
you.
that.
I really enjoyed that. I'm gonna write that down
Go
and
for
share
it.
that with the guys at work.
Go for it.
Chocolate and marshmallows.
Right,
I
yeah.
imagine it like this. You know, if you're having chocolate and marshmallows, it's delicious. But after a while,
If it's
you
the-
crave some protein.
Yeah.
You
if
know?
it's the only
You'd
thing.
like a fresh vegetable.
All right,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
It's like what
and-
Trump's
But
trying
yet
to,
the Blob doesn't eat vegetables though.
right. So that's kind of the wild thing is, through kind of trial and error, I could tell this thing was like, it was sort of like a dog.
Mm.
It's kind of begging me.
It was probably starving.
starving. I mean,
Yeah.
you travel across the whatever.
Yeah.
And, I had different kinds of candy in my room because I stole them from my father.
Of course.
I was a mischievous child. So just
Jim.
I found that he really, really. I went by Jimmy back then.
Oh.
But not to correct you, but I did.
No, that's fair. It's your narrative.
I found that he enjoyed jelly beans.
Yeah.
And my father, he made a pretty wide variety of jelly beans.
Yeah.
Coconut, tangerine.
You ready for this? So my brother got us this game a couple of years ago, like a board game with jelly beans, and I forget what it's called, but some of them taste like blueberries or cotton candy or birthday cake,
Mhm.
and some of them straight up taste like vomit, snot, and like sewer water.
Yeah, I've heard of this.
And it's true.
Why?
And me and my wife, we played this game, and we couldn't get past through one jelly bean because she tried it and almost barfed because it tasted like throw up. And you spin the wheel, you don't know what it is. It's like on a whim. And
Ugh.
some taste delicious, I assume, and then some taste like garbage.
Wait,
That
so how
is-
do you win
I don't.
the game?
You ever if you quit, if you're the last one standing, I guess.
Oh no.
Oh my
Isn't
god.
that ridiculous? But it's a real game,
This is insane.
dude. It's awful. They literally
That sounds
taste
like a game of Bloody Knuckles. That's how Bloody
Yeah,
Knuckles ends.
Dude, it is so gross. I don't recommend it to anybody unless you really want to fuck with somebody. Look it up. I forgot what it was called. We gave it away to my.
That's horrific.
It's so bad.
Aren't there boxes of Bertie Bott's beans that are like
I
that?
don't
Like some of
maybe.
them taste like
Poo.
dirt clumps. Yeah,
This was like really gross things like snot, vomit.
it's not that.
Oh,
that
God.
Toilet
sounds
water was
like-
one of my things.
especially somebody else's.
Right?
Just.
And I put it in my mouth and just like for a second and bit down very slow. And then I was like, ugh. And I kept getting the bad ones. So
Oh my god.
I think I tried two. She tried two. I'm like, we're done.
What?
They're all bad.
Yeah.
That sounds awful.
That's
It was.
Well, my father used to make a ketchup jelly bean.
That's weird.
It was not
Yeah.
tasty.
No.
But I found that if I fed this alien blob,
Yeah.
it would do different things.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Like,
that's.
it'd turn into it would transform, which
Right.
was
Yeah.
just. I mean, I looking back on it, my mind is blown.
Totally blown.
Oh,
As
yeah,
a 7-year-old, I was like, oh, of course he's going to turn into a ladder.
Right. Yeah, you watch
know?
cartoons?
Yeah.
Yeah, did you?
Blob ladder.
I watched cartoons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what was your favorite cartoon back then?
Well, I loved Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner.
One of the best.
He's able to
Still holds up.
He's still able to paint a tunnel on a rock.
That fast.
Yeah. Oh, it was great.
Oh yeah.
Incredible. And the Roadrunner would just go right through, and that Blobber would do the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
yeah.
I'd feed him a certain type of I forget what it was.
Cinnamon bun.
Cinnamon, maybe cinnamon. Honestly, it's all escaping me now.
Right,
but
sure.
I'd just
whole
jump
bunch of
through the floor,
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
jump through a hole.
Yeah.
Wild.
Were your parents mad that you're making holes in the house?
They never found out.
Really?
And
Imagine having like a secret weapon like that and your
Well,
parents never knowing.
here's
Yeah.
a sad thing. So apparently, the Blob of the Hut thing really
Yeah.
hated vitamins
Mhm.
for some
Okay.
reason. And as a kid, I didn't have money for vitamins. My parents didn't take vitamins.
Yeah.
What? We
So-
not even a Flintstone chewable?
Not even gummies? You
No,
figured
no.
gummies would be right up your
My
dad.
parents were a little neglectful,
Okay.
which you're about to see. I mean, I had hordes of candy in my
Yeah.
room.
Okay.
As a 7-year-old child, they didn't even check.
Your teeth look fine. Did you get
Yeah.
them redone or those are your natural?
These are not my natural
Then-
teeth.
okay.
Yeah.
It's not your
no.
baby teeth.
No. No, not at all.
Okay.
No, I think I have about, honestly, my molars are all fake.
Okay.
I'm grossly overweight.
Yeah.
As
Well,
you can see.
you know.
No, you look good.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I carry this 150 pounds of extra fat pretty well.
Yes.
That's
I think
nice
it's the
of you to
black you're
say.
wearing. It's very slimming.
That's why I wear black.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I get a fitted suit, which is challenging for.
Because who knows how long it's going to fit for.
Yeah.
Well, that's you relate.
Yes.
Yes,
Been there.
I hear that. Anyhow, yeah, my parents didn't even recognize when I was gone for weeks at a time.
Oh, jeez. That's
Yeah,
not good.
so well, I needed to get some money, and where's a 7-year-old child going to get money? So we just went down into the sewers looking for change,
That's
looking
wow.
Oh my
for.
God.
We would go into abandoned mines and try to find diamonds. Never found a diamond.
No.
But, we would find.
You'd think there'd be some diamonds in Oregon underground, maybe.
Maybe. I
In
guess.
hindsight, it would have been easier to panhandle or to put on a show with the Blob.
Oh.
In,
I was like, yeah, why
in
didn't you do-
downtown Selma.
A little trampoline show.
Yeah.
Right.
Right?
You're exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just the fact that it's not a trampoline, it's an alien blob.
People like,
Yeah.
where's he hiding the real trampoline? They're not
Yeah,
gonna-
exactly right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Seen it.
Right.
Yeah. Anyhow, we saved up enough money to get a number of vitamins.
Oh, that's what
Oh,
you were trying to do the
good.
whole time? Just
We were
get-
trying to get vitamins. We put them into my mother had a mason jar that she would store beans in.
Mm.
You ever have a mother that would store beans?
Oh, I mean, yes, I've had a mother.
Yeah.
We didn't store beans.
No, we put change in a jar.
change.
Yeah.
That's the thing. My parents would always use their change. Like I could not.
Oh, okay.
It would have been great if I could have gone in there and got about 75 cents. And,
Right?
Yeah.
And
That's at least
just
one vitamin.
today.
I don't know if
Yeah.
one vitamin really does anything. You need lots of them.
Yeah, this is the 80s. I think it's about 89, 90.
Yeah.
Vitamins were a lot cheaper back then.
Sure.
Yeah. Everything
now,
was cheaper
now
back
it's
then.
about I would say
Big
$5 for a bottle, a small 100
Yeah.
tablet bottle of
Yeah.
Centrum,
That's not. Come on.
and
Is that only $5? I feel like it'd be more than that.
multivitamins.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're not talking
So
about
just a
ginkgo biloba.
Single individual.
I just wanted to say ginkgo biloba.
Yeah.
Who doesn't? It's
Yeah.
a great word.
Good word.
Anyhow,
Yeah. You fell through a wall. Ceiling.
yeah, well, yeah, we would go through. It's very easy to break in places.
Right.
And
Yeah.
Also, in hindsight, maybe we should have broken to a bank. Yeah. So we,
Or at least a cash register.
my 7-year-old mind was not really focused on.
Again, you were like, let's go find diamonds in a sewer.
Let's
Yes.
go find diamonds in a sewer. Yeah, just and of course the blob was like, all right,
Yeah.
I don't
Not-
know your customs.
Not the brightest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or we could have just stole a bottle of vitamins.
Oh my God.
But I feel like the blob-
hindsight.
Hindsight's 2020. We
Yeah.
spent. If I could do it again, well, if I could do it now,
Yeah.
I would.
What,
I have
Yeah.
vitamins at home.
right. Yeah, you can afford your
But I
own.
feel
Anyway,
like the blob
that's-
seems pretty law abiding. I mean, especially if he's trying to overthrow an evil emperor. Maybe he just didn't want to be into thievery.
No, I get that. I'm just saying, we ended up going to
Blabonia?
Blabonia.
Wow.
Or whatever.
Right. You still don't
Full
know.
of blobs.
Yeah.
Lots of blobs everywhere.
You saw them everywhere. Did you just start throwing jelly beans to all of them? Like,
no, God.
oh, okay.
No, I mean, that would have been
chaos.
Insanity.
Yeah. Okay.
So we I rode on his back
Oh, that's nice.
to Blabonia.
Is
Didn't take a lot of time at all.
Is he kind of gross? Like,
what
does it feel like?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
How do I describe this?
You like when a sticky ball like has run over the carpet a couple times?
Yeah, not
Yeah.
that. Not
Okay.
that. No,
All right.
things didn't stick to him.
Okay.
I noticed that 'cause he
pretty
always stayed
wild.
very pristinely white.
Yeah, he was pretty. Yeah, he was white.
Did you ever see him shower at all, or
No, that's the thing. I think it was self-cleaning.
Oh, like a
Uh,
cat.
Yeah, but I never saw him licking himself. I mean, honestly, it was like almost like a mist on
Yeah.
top
Hmm.
of him, very thin mist, and then grabbing onto him was like grabbing onto. Do you know what a pocket pussy is? I pardon my language. I'm so sorry. Are you familiar with
a fleshlight?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So that kind of feeling.
Sure.
I went to a bachelor party and I felt one.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
I
course,
don't-
that's why.
Honestly, I don't have one of my own. I'm happily married.
Are you?
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
What does she do? Or he?
She is a programmer.
Oh, nice.
Shout out Janine. If you're listening,
I hope she does.
I told her to tune into Coast to Coast.
Yes. She'll be
This
right.
is Coast to Coast, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
Okay, great.
It's like Space Ghost. Don't worry
Might as
about
well
it.
be.
All right.
Okay. So
So you clung onto his back and you went to Blabonia.
Right.
What was the air like there? Because I was always surprised that there was oxygen.
Right? Yeah, remarkably similar to Earth.
Yeah.
I think life requires this sort of balance, this equilibrium that Earth provides and Blabonia
okay.
provides. The landscape was a little different, but
Sure.
it must have been the same size planet because I didn't feel any different.
Things are much lower into the ground, I would imagine.
Yeah.
They're smaller blobs.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
But honestly, I couldn't jump on Earth, and I couldn't jump on Blabonia.
Okay. You still can't.
I got
go.
like a 1-inch vertical, you know.
Yeah.
That's why the trampoline was so helpful.
That'd be great.
But yeah. He turned into an anvil. I mean, just the wildest things.
Yeah.
And I don't know where he got the idea for an anvil. I mean, that's like pretty traditionally Earth, but pretty European, right?
Why would a planet of blobs need an anvil?
We did watch some television together, so I think he may have gotten some
Okay.
ideas, which is remarkable. Just the whole thing is just fantastical. I'm saying it out loud right now.
Yeah.
I'm like, goodness gracious.
So
Yeah.
so what happened? We were hoping you would bring Blobber with you.
Well,
Oh, no.
unfortunately, okay, so we ended up beating the evil emperor
Good.
by dumping vitamins on his head.
Okay.
Which, you would think he'd need to ingest them, but
Just right on his head.
they're just right on his head.
Hmm.
For some reason, he lived under vitamins, so we didn't need to actually buy the vitamins to begin with.
Now again, a lot of
Which
this
is like kind of why, like, what are you doing, kid?
yeah.
Like, don't live under vitamins if
No.
that's the only thing that's going to kill you.
Yeah,
Seriously.
that's like movie
Um,
Signs. Silly.
Didn't see it.
You ever saw
I
Signs?
saw Signs. How is it like Signs?
Remember when the alien comes to the planet and then doesn't realize that the alien's allergic to water, even though Earth is literally 70% water?
Yeah, that's tough. Is the Earth 70% water, or is that human beings, or is it both?
I think it's both. Earth actually might be more water.
What are the
than
odds?
humans. It's a lot of. There's a lot of water on Earth.
The
The oceans are huge.
the oceans are big. That
Yeah.
is true. In fact, that's something people compare to
Yeah.
when something's big. They
Yes.
compare it to the ocean.
Yeah, exactly.
I do know that.
Yeah.
I've read it somewhere.
Yeah.
So,
could your blob turn into could he turn into anything you wanted? Like, could you tell him? Could you point to a picture and be like,
well, you know
Or-
what was odd
yeah.
is yes,
oh,
initially.
okay.
And I had about 15 different, my father made about 15 different flavors of jelly bean.
Sure.
And He turned into about 15 different
So
things,
each-
and I ran out of jelly beans, and he was sort of like, "Well, that's enough."
Done.
So the answer is no.
Oh, okay.
Initially yes, and then ultimately no.
Wow.
Hmm.
All right.
So I guess these entities
Mm.
have a limit of sorts. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, somehow we reinstated the original blob who was in charge. He's pretty tall. I think he had legs.
Oh, nice.
Um,
I'm kind of like a blob with legs.
same here, brother. Yeah, Blob and I, we'd become pretty, it was like a sort of like a owner dog kind of relationship. And he fed him a jelly bean, he turned into a rocket ship, and we came right back to
That's awesome.
Oregon. And my parents, they
Didn't even know you were gone.
they didn't realize that I was
Like,
gone.
you want to tell your parents, obviously. And they
Yeah.
were just like, do your homework.
Well, I
Was this during the
introduced-
summer? Like, what happened at school? Was this during the summer?
No, middle of school. I mean, just the middle of school.
No one knew. No one cared.
Mail's piling up. They're getting calls from my teacher. I just, honestly, and to be fair, things were not going great with my dad's candy store.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, the confection game, as we all know, it's tough.
Yeah.
It's a tough one, and he doesn't like candy to begin with.
Oh wow.
He doesn't like children or candy.
It's
So,
like the wrong business.
Yeah,
Yeah.
seriously.
anyway, the candy store.
Mm.
Well, let me not get ahead of myself.
Sure.
I introduced my parents, and I was like, "Isn't this amazing? Look at this! This thing turns into a parachute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump off the roof." And they're like, "Go ahead."
Oh, my God.
And they just were so nonplussed.
Wow.
Hmm.
And so I just figured, you know what? This blob's going to live in my bedroom with me. And about age 9, my dad's candy store went under.
What,
And,
what was the store called?
um,
What did he name his?
just candy. He's sort of like a down the middle,
Right.
sort of like right down the barrel kind of fella.
Not even with the K, just
Nope.
Candy.
Wow.
Candy,
Okay.
candy, which is like, there's a couple other candy stores in the town.
Sure, I imagine.
And when you look it up in the, it looks fake.
Yeah.
If you look it up in
Yeah.
the yellow pages,
Right.
you're like, oh, I want to go to Pete's Candy Adventure rather than Candy.
Right. It's like
Yeah.
a generic Photoshop
He
picture.
wasn't great with marketing. He
No.
was just anyhow.
He figured the name would be enough.
Yeah.
It was not, and he had the experience. So he applied for a job with Jelly Belly in
Sure.
Fairfield, California,
Mhm.
and my family ended up moving there, and my parents insisted that we couldn't take Blob with us.
Aww.
Well, at least they took you.
Right?
Like
Yeah.
little Home Alone situation. here
Yeah,
almost.
yeah. I mean, I am thankful for that.
Yeah. Why couldn't
Um,
they bring the blob to California?
I honestly, I don't know.
Especially
They
the
didn't
Bob
want
is
it in the van.
self-cleaning, but the
What-
Bob's self-cleaning. It's clean.
This was my argument. It's really helpful.
Yeah.
It's entertaining.
Mm.
It's fun, and they're like, it's a waste of jelly beans.
Well, all right. I guess I can see that.
Are you serious? Like, how
But-
many jelly beans is
I
a blob
mean-
gonna eat? I ate more jelly beans during the day than the
Yeah.
blob did.
Yeah, I'm saying it might be, but it's also how useful it is. The blob far outweighs that. Like I'm saying, the parachute, the trampoline,
Oh, it's more than a blob.
all that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's more like that's what
your
I said. This is
friend.
not a dog. A dog can do a few things: sit, fetch,
Paw,
paw,
Mm.
roll
Oh,
over.
it never shapeshifts.
No.
Yeah.
No.
And the blob could do that.
Yeah.
And I was so sad. We had to take it to a kill shelter.
Oh my God! Whoa.
Yeah.
How did
I mean, it was
why did he just go back to Blobonia?
Yeah.
heartbreaking. Well, that's what, honestly, when we were
Hunt.
driving away, I saw that he had I threw him a jelly bean, turned himself into
Rocket ship.
a hole.
Oh,
Oh.
And he went out the.
okay.
I don't know what happened to him after that.
Oh, my
my
God.
hope is that he found the right jelly bean and was able to turn into a rocket ship. And,
Yeah. What if he just
Leave
turned
here.
into an anvil and he's stuck as an anvil now?
Yeah.
well, he wouldn't stay there forever.
Oh, okay.
so,
He could
yeah.
change back.
Exactly. Well, not could. It would. How long would it take?
I don't know. Wears off.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Why'd
It's sort
you
of
try to-
like marijuana. If you smoke marijuana, you're going to be high for a while, but you're not high forever.
Sure.
Yeah, same thing with jelly beans and blobs.
Okay.
And my family moved, and honestly, my parents sort of gaslit me,
Yeah.
and I just didn't. I thought it was imaginary friend for years.
Oh, wow.
For years and years and years.
You kind of like blocked that out of your mind in a way.
Yeah.
So then what liberated the memory of Blob?
I went to therapy, and my therapist did this sort of immersive therapy where you get under blankets and stuff, and I was like, what I'd really like is a down comforter. If you can,
Sure.
and he kept piling down comforters on it, and I just broke out into tears.
Oh.
And I remembered that it was all real, and so I started talking to people about it, and honestly, not many people have believed me.
Yeah.
Does your wife believe you at least?
Yes,
Come on, Janine.
I think she does.
Okay.
She says she does.
Yeah.
Honestly, I wouldn't blame her if she didn't.
Well, hey, we believe you.
We believe you for
Well,
sure.
frankly,
I'm Brian. Oh, sorry. I thought you called me frankly.
who the hell is frankly?
Yeah.
That's not a name.
It's not.
Jesus.
It's close to a name, but it's not.
Also, you introduced yourself to me when I came in.
I know,
And frankly, I thought that you guys were the assistants to George Noory.
Who's that?
Who's this?
He's the host of Coast to Coast AM radio show.
No, he's down the hall.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a different show. Playable characters.
Yes.
Oh no!
No, it's fine.
Oh, really?
Totally fine.
I am so sorry.
Nope.
No, don't.
We get that a lot.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's
This
our
is
producer,
really
Jane.
embarrassing.
Jane fucks it up.
What kind of radio show is this?
It's more of a podcast.
It's an internet radio show.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Yes.
I see.
You got the internet down at the firm?
Do we have internet down at the firm?
Making sure.
It's 2020.
It is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Every law firm
Okay.
has internet, Brian.
Can you imagine the selfies you could have taken back then?
Oh boy.
If that was a thing?
I wish that my parents would have taken some pictures,
They took
honestly.
no
Well,
pictures of you?
Not even a Polaroid?
No.
Damn.
You guys should have
No.
stolen one of those.
I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, here's what I think.
Can he turn into a time machine, your blob?
Unfortunately not.
What flavor would that be? I don't know.
Licorice.
Maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it
Def-
sounds right.
Definitely.
I mean, come
doesn't
on.
it?
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Salted licorice.
Ooh.
I did grow up with a kid named Michael who I believe went on to design video games. I think he might have.
He made your game, you think?
I think.
So you told him the
do
story,
you know-
obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think you mentioned it at the top, which I was like, I don't know how you knew about that.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
A Boy His Blob
You're right.
Oh, wow.
is I think it was.
But you didn't see any money from this, though.
No.
You should talk to him.
You should talk to Michael.
Yeah.
He's a little older than I am.
Okay.
He was.
Probably still is.
Yeah.
I imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, wow. So, assuming that this is all based on your adventure, one of the things I always thought was weird was that you have the blob, it turned into all these things. Then you get to Blobonia, still turn into random things. And then at one point, the blob just can turn into a robot and then start mowing things down.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's right.
Did you ever think to try to be like, hey, if you want to take back the planet, do you want to turn into the robot thing first?
Yeah, like
Or-
I've got tons of jelly beans. Like the whole thing,
Yeah.
like the motivation behind it, I feel like, honestly, the king shit, the guy, the Jabba the Hutt,
Right, yeah.
Blob of the Hutt.
Uh-huh.
I think you couldn't do that to him. I think only vitamins.
Only vitamins.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Which
Yeah.
is really, I just don't know why, I think it was just a lot of miscommunication between me and the blob. But
Seems like
we
it.
went on a ton of what you might call adventures, but I don't know why.
Kind of unnecessary.
Yeah.
A lot of it was unnecessary. I was like,
Yeah.
I mean, some of it was my fault, like buying vitamins. So I had to get money, so
that whole
I honestly
started.
didn't know where money came from.
That was just
I thought it was from the sewers.
Yeah.
I literally thought it was from the
No,
sewers.
it's definitely not.
No. We flew to New York City
Oh.
to go into the sewers.
You have sewers where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I don't know why. I was like, nah, it gotta be New York.
Ninja Turtles.
Also,
I
how
guess.
did
It was-
you-
it
Yeah,
was
that
around
must
the-
exactly
around the same
right,
time.
Brian.
They
Exactly.
were
right.
huge
If
then.
I may ask, how did you get on the plane, though?
No, I flew. I flew on the blob.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it
That's not-
didn't take much time at all.
He's faster than a than a regular plane?
It took like 2 minutes, honestly.
Wow, that's amazing.
Wow.
I mean, if I'm remembering correctly. But I think I would have remembered
Starting
like
to-
hanging on for dear life
Yeah.
and like bugs flying in my eye. Like none of that happened.
This,
It just like happened like that.
I'm gonna just throw this out there, Jim.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe it wasn't real, or are you absolutely positive that this was all real?
Oh, don't gaslight him.
I'm not. He's saying a couple things that,
Like, do you think it's all made up,
I don't
or
know.
do you think it could be partially?
I
made
hope
up?
it's all
Is that-
true.
I do too, honestly.
Yeah.
The little
Because
boy-
the memories are so vivid.
The little boy in me wants it to be true.
but
know?
I see where you're coming from.
Yeah, I get it.
You're better than George Norrie because he would have just accepted it on the face of it.
Yeah, people say that too.
Yeah, we're
Uh,
investigative journalists here.
Yeah,
Oh, is that what your program is?
Yeah.
now it
Is
is.
this investigative?
Yes.
Is this a kind of a 48 hours
Yep.
style
Exactly.
We're more of
Cool.
an unsolved mystery. side,
Current
but
affair.
Mhm.
Wajong.
Yeah.
forensic
God,
files?
everyone.
So I mean, I guess after all this, like you obviously want to see the Blob again. Like, wouldn't
I would.
we? Don't we?
So I guess that's part of my reason for coming on.
yeah,
here.
we don't know how to
Yeah.
get in touch
If,
with him, but or her.
right.
Yeah.
If you're a young boy out there, or you're a man who,
Watch where you go with this.
if anybody out there has seen a white blob about 2.5 feet tall
Mm.
that can turn into a cannon.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it did do
Um,
that.
Yeah, it did. Please get in touch.
Yeah.
What was your favorite item that the Blob?
And if you want the law firms, you can just email me at the law firm.
And what's your email?
It's info at litigationdefenseusa.org.
So you run
Again, that's info at litigationdefenseusa.org.
yeah. Do you run the help desk there or the?
No, Brian, I'm
I'm
an
just- I'm just-
attorney.
Yeah.
But you're.
What's not to understand? I don't want to. I
Emails-
don't want to give my personal email out.
Oh, I
over
got
the
you. I'm sorry. I thought that
Yeah.
was your personal email.
info.
Yeah, I don't
You
know.
thought info was my
I don't
personal
know. You
email.
never know.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't sure.
All right. Yeah. No, my name's Jim, but I go by info on the
Info
on
Jim.
the internet.
Info Jim.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So if you're out there, that would be
yeah.
awesome.
I mean,
Because I would like to reunite. And honestly, if I don't hear from anybody,
fellas, you guys
excuse
can
me.
hear that.
Yeah.
Sorry. Some
Either-
construction going on.
no, I had some
Yeah.
lasagna for
Okay.
lunch.
You like Garfield?
It is a Monday.
Because I ate lasagna for lunch, do I like Garfield?
Yeah.
Are you just like free associating with any word you
Yes. Yes.
hear? All right. If I did that at my job, I would be fired
I'm so sorry.
immediately.
That's what we do here.
Right.
Try to get the ball
Yeah.
rolling.
No, well, I try to stay focused.
Sorry.
Where were? Pardon me.
Seriously.
Where were we?
Lasagna.
Oh wait. Oh, I was
No.
curious about-
Before lasagna.
Oh, so wait. So, what did you have a favorite thing that the Blob turned into?
I really liked the rocket ship because he took me places.
Sure.
I mean, that was really cool. But I liked the trampoline too because it was like the first time I was ever airbound.
And man, you
in
can
my
go
life.
straight up in the air with that thing. You wouldn't.
Straight
You
up.
wouldn't. You wouldn't even be like fall to the side. It
Oh
would,
my! A couple
Boop.
bounces and you're up there. You ever do a double bounce
Sure.
on a big trampoline?
you just keep going.
Mhm.
Just like no, Brian.
No, I,
You
no, I,
just
I,
keep
I mean
going.
on yours. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know how trampolines work.
All right. So if you're
Wait.
bouncing with someone else
Right.
on a large trampoline, you can double bounce,
Yeah.
which means you go down.
Right. And as they come up, you hit and you go flying up in the air.
Yeah, and then
Right.
yeah, and then the other person sort of falls.
Right.
Yeah, and it gets so much airtime.
Yeah.
But this was even better than that, like 4 times better than that. 3 jumps and you're going up like 2 stories.
Were you scared?
Which is like, yeah, it's incredibly dangerous. I wish my parents had been there.
Me too.
And God
Yeah.
rest his soul.
Oh, that's right.
My father.
You mentioned
yeah,
it early on.
Yeah, no, my father fell off a roof trying to clean the. Excuse me.
Wow.
I'm not laughing.
No, this happened like 3 months ago.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Damn.
I'm so sorry, Jim.
Anyway, he fell off a ladder. He was
Yeah.
cleaning some leaves out of the gutter.
Right.
Mhm.
And honestly, I was there to help. I saw the whole thing.
Oh,
Oh, God.
jeez.
It was pretty funny.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it was funny. It was funny.
Okay.
And I wasn't that close with my dad.
Yeah.
He was like, "Ouch!" ouchie, ouchie. He said, ouchie, ouch, ouch. I was like, geez,
That was his
Dad.
last words?
No,
Oh, okay.
no. He cursed a bunch on the ambulance to the hospital, but yeah, he died in the hospital.
Oh, okay. We
did
gotta
you think
gotta
that
go.
did you think, wow, I wish that blob was there to turn into a ladder because the blob probably could have helped him.
Yeah, that would have been great. It really would have been great.
Danny would have had to believe you then.
Yeah.
So honestly, if anybody's out there seen a blob,
Yeah.
spent any amount of time with a blob,
Yeah, please.
a blob like I've described, not just a blob. It's got to
That's
be.
like, yeah, it's New York City. There are a lot of blobs here.
Yeah, it's got to be a conscious blob.
Sure. And if you guys see it and you want to just if the blob's hearing this and you want to talk to us first, email us at info@playablecharacters.info.
We can give them our real
Oh, yeah.
email.
Playable
Just playblecast
podcast
at gmail.
at gmail.com. Hey, you want to play a quick game with us
Yes.
before we go?
Oh, that sounds terrific.
Let's play a game of Wed, Bed, Dead, everybody. So,
It's
Jim.
a lot safer. Don't worry.
Yeah, we're going to give you 3 video game characters. And all you got to do is tell us who you want to wed, who you want to bed, and who you want dead.
Okay.
And I'll show you some pictures just in case. So this first guy, I want
I've
to.
cursed a little bit on this program.
Oh, no,
Oh, that's
that's
fine.
okay.
Is that
Don't
okay?
worry.
That's totally fine.
All right, let's
yeah.
play Marry, Fuck, Kill.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
so his first one of Calvin's favorites, I believe, from the Street Fighter series,
Oh.
M. Bison.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He's a give us his whole backstory, Calvin.
He is a dictator
Yep.
with a very nice jacket and
Mm-hmm.
Cape.
very poofy pants and a cape.
Mhm.
He has psycho power.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
he's
So,
Psycho power?
Yes.
psycho.
Wow, he sounds a lot like and looks a lot like Aaron Hernandez. Um,
Wow.
yeah. So,
I mean-
yeah, I'm gonna go kill on that one. Well, I don't care. I don't care.
Hold on, it's probably a good choice.
Yeah.
Well, wait for it. There's other options.
Yeah. Next one of my favorite games for the PS4, Ratchet from
Yes.
Ratchet and Clank.
Ooh.
He is a Lombax.
Yes.
I'm sorry. What's a Lombax?
That's
It's
it's
an
this.
alien, actually.
It's an alien wombat type of the
Sure,
thing.
yeah, he's cute.
Yeah.
He is cute. He's a wisecracking guy.
He's good for a long-term relationship.
He's very good with his hands.
Unless it's kind of passive aggressive.
Yeah, he's very good
Which,
with his hands.
Janine, if you're listening,
Oh yes, Janine. Thanks for
I'm
listening.
not going to complete that sentence.
Yeah, it was definitely one
You
of
know
the
what I'm
words.
talking about.
He can fix things. He's got a lot of guns. He fixes spaceships.
Oh, so he can keep
He's
you,
handy.
keep you
Yeah.
safe and handy.
He's very
That's
handy with
nice.
his
I'm
with his
thinking of
hands.
Mary on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a multi-purpose wrench. That's useful.
Yeah.
Right.
So wed.
And he's got will he have Clank with him? He's got a pet sidekick robot that is very smart and does a lot of stuff for him too.
And Clank kind of turns into things.
Yeah, he may come with him.
Oh,
This
man.
next one,
I miss Blob.
a ridiculous character from Darkstalkers, QB.
Oh,
She is a
Oh.
she's a
bee woman
yes.
with a giant rumpus.
Yes.
Yeah. You just lift up that stinger.
Yeah.
You're good to go. Yeah, I'm
She's
going to
got
go with.
She's got a big old bee sting.
Yes.
Bee stinger.
That is definitely to be avoided.
She does eat anything, including humans.
All
and
right.
and,
Oh,
je-
yeah.
and jelly beans.
Mostly humans, though.
Okay, so she's evil.
Well, she's not evil. She's just very hungry.
It's pretty evil.
Yeah,
You-
it sounds
you-
like a wild time. I'm going to go bed.
What do you want? A bed QB?
I do, yes.
Okay, and then M. Bison and Ratchet. What did you say here?
So you're gonna dead and Bison, you said.
Yeah.
How-
Because of the similarities with Aaron.
Sure. Now we want to say, how would you do it? How would you dead him? Same way Aaron Hernandez did his.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that's a cowardly way to go.
Mm.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna go dropping an anvil on his head.
Boom.
I like
You're
it.
familiar with that.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Mhm.
And then your wedding Ratchet. Was that right?
I think so. He's handy, he's
Yeah.
humorous, good times.
Yeah, it would be a good
Handy and
time.
humorous.
Yeah.
Good OK Cupid profile.
Yeah. I bet he would clean the house.
Janine.
Janine.
I got you. I got you.
Honestly, I'm sure she's not listening.
I hope she is. I'm
She
gonna
doesn't.
send it
I
to
hope
you.
so
Doesn't
too.
have to take a lot of interest in my
I'll send it
activities.
to
Yeah.
her. Calvin.
I guess I would wed Ratchet.
For sure.
I think it'd be fun.
You into
Mhm.
furries?
No, not like some people we've met.
I don't think you're into furries. I think you are a furry.
Oh, okay.
yeah, right.
No, I know you could be into furries
And not want to
but
dress
not want
like
to
a
dress up.
furry.
Yeah,
Oh wow. Yeah, I guess you're
Interesting.
right.
yeah.
I guess you're right.
You could. It's like I just wanna say fuck a Care Bear without being one.
I understand, but it's like, come on, dude, jump in the game.
Seriously.
Look how much
Seriously.
fun we're having.
Yeah. It's sweating these costumes, but it's still fun.
Jeez.
Though I always wonder like how they clean those costumes. That's a lot.
People do laundry, Calvin.
But like, yes, I understand how laundry
Actually,
works.
you know what? I do have a Care Bear furry costume.
Really?
Really?
It's pajamas, long.
Oh,
Sure,
okay.
we all have that.
Is it for you or Janine, or do you have a his and hers?
Well, we both got them for Christmas.
Aw.
Janine,
What do you want to say?
Yeah.
I would like to experiment. We've been married for 15 years. It would be fun.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Just consider it.
This is kind of like I Love You Man when Jason Segel gives his speech for Rashida Jones to blow Paul Rudd more.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of like that. We
Yeah.
got you.
I got it.
All right.
And open the flap up.
Yeah. So anyway,
I assume that's how that works.
There's a zipper on the front.
Others.
And a flap for shitting in the back. But I guess that could be an entrance.
yeah.
I mean, any.
Not in my relationship, but that'd be fun. If I think about it, I've thought about it a lot.
Yeah, we've all been there.
So I would. I guess I would dead QB.
Yeah, and
The human eating thing is a problem.
That is
I
problematic,
mean, I'm
yeah.
sorry. I don't want to be a bitch. I
Yeah.
just don't want to be cannibalized.
How would you?
No, I hear that. That
How
is
would-
like the worst STD I've ever heard of.
I'm just.
Right?
How?
Blows herpes out of the water.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
really does. Really does.
She ate my head off.
Yeah.
She wins. Yeah.
It's no syphilis. At least
Yeah,
there's
no.
4 stages of that. You
Yeah,
know.
exactly. There's only one stage of getting eaten by a bee.
How would you kill her?
Oh God, I don't know. How do you kill bees usually?
Spray.
You
Right?
can step on it with a shoe.
You could.
Yeah,
You
I
could
guess I'll
punch
have
it with a glove.
Oh.
Oh, that's true. I guess I would get like one of those electric fly swatters and just kind of.
Yeah, I have one of those. It's amazing.
I know. I've been to your place. It's cool. I like it.
It's freakishly like barbaric too.
Tell me more.
It just looks like a tennis racket.
Oh my God!
And
Is that big?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's big.
You just
It's
wave
huge.
it in the air. And
Yes.
oh.
And you're literally like, zzz, and
it's like a
dead.
bug zapper. They
Yeah.
fry.
Does it have? Is it more like a paddle, or does it have holes in it to
It
make
looks
it
exactly
aerodynamic?
like a tennis racket.
Yes.
Oh, so it's like a tennis racket that's strung
With
with
electric
electric wire.
Yes.
Oh my gosh!
Like literally, because I was at Brian's house and like he used it, and you're like, zzz, and like it like fries a little bit.
Oh, what
Yeah.
would happen if you spanked somebody with the?
It wouldn't hurt. I don't think. They have to
Really?
go in there, in between the grooves of it. Yeah, so it's safe too.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
But we had it because we opened the windows in the summertime. Flies would get in, and we got it. And it was it's barbaric, but it was pretty fun to.
Yeah.
I
When,
mean-
when you get one, it feels great.
Yeah, and where do you live? A swamp?
No, we moved
I'm-
from the swamp.
I'm joking around.
I was
You're great. You
Thank
must be a
you.
hoot at the office.
Well, people do like having lunch with me. I will say that. So
Oh yeah, to get back to
No, it's all good.
and then I would bed Bison. I think it's just one night. He's a dictator. Maybe after that night, I'll be like, hey,
How's you dictate?
no.
I understand what you've done. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
One night he's a monster though.
I didn't know you
Calvin.
could do
maybe
all
I
this
could
on
change.
the radio.
Oh yeah, we can now.
Yeah, it's internet radio. You can do whatever the hell you want.
Right.
It's like Howard Stern. No one gives a shit.
All right.
Bob,
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna. I feel like I'm gonna change his mind. At one night, I'll be like, hey, be less authoritarian.
I doubt it.
Hey.
He's pretty set in his ways. I think.
I mean, if you like that kind of thing in the bedroom, though, you
Yeah.
should get after it.
I mean, I don't mind a little dominance. I'm
Sure.
okay with it. But
Mhm.
I also want to be like, hey, also when we're done, think about like expanding opportunities. Think
Mhm.
about like.
yeah, expanding to other countries. He's gonna.
Well,
All right. So here,
Yeah, I like crazy people.
yeah.
Yeah.
is Janine a little crazy?
She was. She was.
We're
Here.
not gonna touch that.
Well, she's lost a little luster for life.
Oh,
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
Just try a little golden shower.
No, what? No, that's not like the
You want
first
me to
step.
go home and urinate on my wife?
That's not the first step, you freak.
Yeah,
Or
that
have
was
her
wild.
urinate on you. I'm just saying, throw a little.
Yeah, well, so I should say that part of the problem is that we're both about 150 pounds overweight.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
You can
Happens.
still have sex when you're a little heavier.
Definitely. I'm just saying we both don't fit into the bathtub at the same time.
Okay.
That's why you put down a tarp.
Tarp.
Yeah.
That's offensive.
No,
actually.
these are.
You like that idea?
Yeah, we've got a tarp. It's covered in motor oil, but I can get a new one.
Yeah, I gotta do it first.
Yeah, I'll do that. Brian,
All
what
right.
about you?
Oh yeah, what about
Who are
me?
you gonna golden shower with?
I'm going to wed Ratchet because having something that can fix anything
Right.
very quickly at all times is great.
Useful.
Very useful. He is cute and adorable.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't mind just scratching behind the ear sometimes, petting his head.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
Excuse me.
we
Yeah.
are going to wed.
Here's a lot of lasagna here today.
Yeah.
This is tricky
That was
though.
a
Here,
high-pitched one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bed QB very cautiously.
Yes.
The stinger was enormous. But I do like a big butt, so that helps.
That butt don't lie.
No,
It really
yeah,
doesn't. You're
it
back.
kills.
Yeah, I like a crazy woman with a huge bee stinger.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell her, don't kill me, don't Black Widow me. You know what I mean? Like if after we're done, if she has to kill me, I want to make it very clear ahead of time that will not be happening.
Right.
So
I'm sure that's exactly how killers work.
I hope so.
I really don't want you to kill me.
They love being
Yeah.
told what to do.
And then
All my experience with murderers,
Yeah.
they
Okay,
really
they're
don't have a
like-
problem with authority at all.
Okay, fine. And then I will dead
Mister, you put that knife down. How dare you?
I didn't realize that you felt so strongly. I guess Jeffrey Dahmer was kind of like that. He just let a dude go and walk out of his apartment.
Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah, well that one time. But didn't he go back and then kill him?
Probably.
Yep. He went and gathered him up. But the dude was talking to the police.
I still remember the story because that was when it was a boy who he was from Laos or something.
That's right.
And the police just thought they had a spat, and then he lied because the kid was 14 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And he lied and was like, "Oh, we're just having a lover spat." And between the racism and the fact that the police were like, "We don't want to get involved in gay stuff," they just let that poor little Laotian boy go back.
Isn't that
Wow.
tragic?
Yeah,
Laotian?
Laotian,
I think it's
Or
Laotian.
Laotian.
It's okay.
Laotian.
Okay.
It's okay.
Sure,
Tough word, either way.
it is.
And I will dead end Bison here.
I
I think
rub my skin with Laotian.
Yeah.
when Mr. Bison is doing his electric thing, I'm gonna dump some water on him and fry him out. I think that's what I'm gonna do.
So I'm sorry, he's an electric guy?
Well, he can turn into
Well, it's like
an
fire.
electric torpedo.
I see.
Yeah,
It's like lightning-ish.
it's like lightning and fire.
Electric-ish.
Maybe St. Elmo's fire.
No.
I don't know. Never saw that movie.
Jim, so great having you
Yes,
here.
thank you.
It
We
was
hope-
a pleasure. I'm sorry I got the wrong program.
No, hey,
No,
this is
hey.
great. So it's happened before. I'm glad to hear this is great. I hope we can find the blob for you.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Thanks so much for helping me with the outreach.
We'll see
No
what
problem.
happens.
And Blob, if you're out there, please
Well, how
reach out
can-
to Jimmy.
how can he
Jim.
reach out? How can he email?
Jimmy Jim.
He can't email or call, can he?
I guess telepathically, just
Oh,
put
there
an
you go.
image in our head.
How far does the telepathy go? What's the radius on that thing?
We never tested it.
Yeah.
And we'll, sometimes he'd get too far away and I'd have to be like, Blob!
Right.
And he would show up.
Okay.
But there's no way he could have heard me because
He has no ears.
You're right.
Yeah.
So I think he could sense that I was.
You two had something very special.
Yeah.
I think.
I feel that way.
Yeah.
That's
so,
true. I remember because I used to hug the Blob a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
I got an achievement for it.
Okay.
I didn't even know that was the thing you could do.
You just like doing it.
Because it was so nice.
It
They'd be
was. Yeah.
Mhm.
Little hearts would show up, right?
Yeah.
Everybody else, thanks for listening to another heartfelt Play the Characters podcast. Great story of redemption here. And we'll
Yeah.
talk to you all next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Today's playable character is portrayed by comedian and actor Micah Sherman. Please check out his web series, The Bob Ross Challenge, where he challenges comedians, actors, and other celebrities to paint like Bob Ross. There's a new episode that comes out every week on Mashable.com. Check it out.